Yeah. Let's see here. Can we talk about this next pick? Because I kind of want to get a little bit ahead so we can take some questions from people. Are people going to be upset here? Are people going to be upset in the comments if we try to get ahead so that you guys can ask us questions as like a little middle interstitial here? Just answer in the comments, and
yeah, what do we got?
We'll kind of make a call.
Got to give the people what they want.
Yeah, we're not going to just do this unless. Okay, so we got a lot of
no's. Yeah, a lot of no's.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Okay, we'll wait.
No, I don't know. Okay, a lot of no's, so we're not going to do it.
I haven't seen it, Sam. I have not seen it. It tells me not Whitmore if there's this type of reaction or a need to talk. We've talked about Cam a lot.
Yeah, no, it's not something we need to talk about. Honestly, I just wanted to be able to get ahead so people can ask questions. So maybe we'll just do it now. Favorite Heat pick from the available players. Take Cam Whitmore first. Jaime Jaquez would be up there for me.
Omax.
Who else? Omax, I think, makes some sense for them for sure. Who else? Hood-Schifino, I think, would be interesting for them, just as like a dribble pass shoot guy that can really dominate the mid-range. Yeah, I mean, actually, it's saying that like a lot of people are saying that no, they won't be upset if we spoil this. Okay. So sorry, I phrased that poorly. So I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this then. And then you guys can ask a bunch of questions afterward. So it's 16, the Jazz are taking Keyonte George. And when I said earlier that I was a little bit worried that there could be a significant surprise at number 9, I thought there was a chance they would take Keyonte George at number 9.
Really?
Yeah. He would have been very strongly in the mix at 9 for them.
Huh. Okay.
With the way that the board went, because the way the board went was very specific. And if it went that exact way with those 8 players being off the court or being off the board, I thought there was a chance that they would take Keyonte. I didn't know how they would value Keyonte ahead of Hendricks. It looks like they took Hendricks at the end of the day, which frankly I think is smart. You should do that. But yeah. What are your thoughts on Keyonte George at 16?
Utah needs long-term a guard who can score and probably create for others. I love guys who have unlimited confidence in their own abilities. Keyonte George certainly has that. True 3-level scoring potential, which is hard to find outside of the lottery in a lot of different drafts. 6'4", strong body, heat-seeking missile when he goes into contact in the lane, particularly early in the season, kind of lived to the free throw line. I had some questions about the feel, about how much he reads the defense around him versus predetermines some of his passing reads. And, he had some moments of showing an actual ability to read a defense. He also, when Baylor would run different scripted actions, and there's one in particular, he'd have the ball at the top of the key, come off of a side pick and roll to his left, and there'd be a simultaneous back screen trying to get a lob. He threw the lob every time. He never looked, he never read, and opposing teams by the end of the year started to sit on that. I think he's a little more predetermined than I like for a guy who would play a lot with the ball in his hands. I also think that he struggled with intense ball pressure this year. He was the number 1 option for Baylor on the offensive end of the floor. Teams keyed in on him on the scouting report. And beyond that, the Big 12 is filled with aggressive ball screen defenses. I don't think he handled those in a great way. Against drop coverage, where his shooting can come into play, probably can be really effective. When he's not the number 1 overall option or creator and is more so playing off the second side, I think he can be really effective. But I had a couple questions just about the feel and the viability of being a top guy. I got no issue with Keyonte in this range.
Yeah, neither do I. Yeah. I wouldn't take him here. I had him at 26, but like it's a fine selection. My tier next starts at 17. So literally the next pick. And the only 2 guys left are Leonard Miller and Jalen Hood-Schifino, and then Cam Whitmore. So do Keyonte higher than Jalen Hood-Schifino, which I think is like a reasonable evaluation. I didn't, but whatever. And you're, not a Leonard Miller believer, and you had worries about the medical for Cam Whitmore. It's a rational thing here.